Hello, I'm going to give a video on how to capture analytics. There is no set way to do it, so I'm just going to show you the way I've been grabbing stuff, make you aware of where the different places to go are, and actually show you a training video that we have. So first off, within the WordPress site, um, under ads, if you click on stats, you will see basic stats about our site, which are kind of meaningless, like all time. But here you can create custom reports. So you have the freedom of doing timeline. So for instance, here I'm going to set it from the 1st of February, the 24th. And you can show them for all, which if you do, it's kind of confusing. It's just a whole lot of stats, and it's the individual ad and the date and everything that comes, and it's awfully hard to make sense out of. So one of the things I would recommend is this coming up here and clicking none. And then you can click the individual ones you want. So I want to do hoops, well, say just that one, hoops banner. And it'll show me for the days. This started the 20th, so it shows me how many times it was viewed, how many times it was clicked, and then for each day, so if you want to grab these, how many views and clicks it was shown. So this is one way for individual ads if you want to see. Now the other place to go to is Google Analytics. So if you just type, and I'll just come here again. If you just type Google Analytics in Google, you'll see Google Analytics official website. If you come here, if you're not logged in, you have to, and you have to log in as Viva Loudon. If you open up webmail, Gmail, and then you come to Google Analytics, well, because you're logged in there, that transfer comes across. Or you'll log in here. So now if I hit access, you'll see I'm already logged in as vivaloudon@gmail.com. Now we have 3 different sites set up: SmugMug, Archive, and the Loudon site. I've never been in Archive. I don't know what's going on, and looking at sessions, no one else is either. So I imagine you would want to click on the Viva Loudon main view. Now these stats, I'm just winging it as I go. All right, you can look it up hourly, month, day, week, or you can click up here and set a parameter. So for instance, I can click here and say, I want for the year from 1 January to 23 February. And then that'll be the marker when it's all. And you'll see here then it shows from 1 January to 22 February, 24 February if you click out. And then for that, these are the summaries: sessions, users, page views. So this is where you can grab all that data from. If you go then in some of these other data, just play with them. That's what I've done. So for demographics, we have age and gender. And you can break it down if you want and look specifics for age and gender. And go as deep as you want in this. If you do geo, that is one interesting thing, because by location it can show you who around the world is looking at our sites, and then it can drill down. And within the US, as you'll see, 75% is Virginia, and it makes sense at the 2 closest areas. So 4% are Maryland and DC, and as you get further away, it gets less. If you click on Virginia, then it breaks into what areas in Virginia, and you'll see by what cities. So this is a way of if you wanted to pull and see by location, behavior, new versus returning. And I click through these because I haven't taken any formal training on it. This is just how I play around with it as well. So if there's other things you want to look at or play with, go ahead and do it. Likewise, if you come up to home and you click SmugMug, the same way. As you remember, my date range follows through all of them. And here's what you can pull as far as sessions and users and page views. If you go down here to geo and location, it comes up again who's pulling it. 97% are from the US. 77% are from Virginia. You can go across that information. And as you see here, while we have had people even in Hawaii and Alaska, no one from Montana or Wyoming has clicked on our site to look at photos. Could be a new market to go after. Next, if you click on SmugMug, if you come to our main SmugMug site, click on it, go to Account Settings, and then Stats. This will give you your ability, this first one right here, Photo Views, will give you the details that you need to, if you want to play with. Let me try that again. Account Settings, Details, and you see here it's just taking its time. So, same way, you can click here to change the date range. You can look up last month, 7 days, yesterday, today. They got the chart here. Here's total views. So on the 15th of January, well, let's go down to where we are today. Yesterday, there were 107,650 page views done against our site. Gallery trends, there's where you do the individual galleries. That's a little hard to click on. I couldn't see, you have to select a gallery. Some of the things I'll show that are nice to look at is like popularity. It will show you what is the most popular thing. The boys basketball Rockridge John Champy, taken on the 19th, had 68,000 page views. So 68,000 times people have clicked on it. That's someone probably opening the gallery, looking at all 200 photos, having 100 people do that. You know, that's how you get 20,000 clicks. Refers tells us, 7,800 hits were from the Blogspot. Number 2 was Google. Third was people going to SmugMug. So it shows you where people are coming in from. Google.com.br, that's probably some other country. 2 people clicked on it. If you do want to try and pull up for gallery details or gallery trends, you can. It's just a little more in depth, and I'm not sure what all you get out of trying to do that, trying to pull apart an individual gallery. So this will show you how many clicks and by what size of the gallery. But I think the biggest ones here are total views and popularity for seeing where that is. Now I'd like to also then take you somewhere else. And that's here, the website lynda.com, LYNDA.com. I subscribed to a 1-month subscription to this so I could learn how to do Visual Basic for Access programming, for trying to get the stats and the schedules. But in doing that, I saw that they have training on Google Analytics. This Google Analytics Essential Training. And all you have to do is just simply type in the main area here, Google Analytics, and it'll come up with different sources. One's a course on analytics tips. The other is Google Analytics Essential Training. If you take this this course, this gives you all sorts of stuff of, what do the analytics measure, fundamentals, how to do detailed reports, into the segmentation. It's as much as any of us would want to learn on how to use Google Analytics. Like I say, I've just been clicking through it and pulling different stats that I've used then to give you guys. If anyone wants to run this, because I have this site for 30 days, which I will not be charging Viva Loudon for, you can go ahead and click on this and actually learn about Google Analytics and how to get even more info from it. So, and with this email, when I send out the link, I'll send in the login ID and the password for how to get into lynda.com. But that's a quick 10-minute video of how to pull stats from ads, the only way I know how to do it, how to use Google Analytics to kind of click through and see whatever stats it pulls us. So, like I say, you go to overview and you have sessions, users, page views. That's the info I pull. How to go to SmugMug and pull up the info, and this training course.